Hey, you're watching Vulgora's videos, and in this episode, I'm going to talk a bit about the PSP and the DS. And I know there's a DS Lite and a PSP Slim these days, but you know, I'm old school and I have the first versions. So anyways, I'm just going to go over the basics and what you should know, and basically this is a versus between the PSP and the DS and which I think is better. So first of all, let me start off with the DS. And I'll turn on just so you have something to look at. Okay, so the DS, what it has over the PSP. First of all, it has a way larger game selection. I mean, every couple of weeks you get a great new game. Backwards compatible with Game Boy Advance games, as you know. I mean, you should know that by now. And what else we got? Much louder speakers than the PSP. Easier to play online because you got the Wi-Fi enabled, and so you can like go online and check out how many games you've won and how many games you've lost and this and all that stuff. And more download play games. So if I have a game and you don't have the game, I can just send you a demo, and so we can both play with one game cartridge. There's so many games like that, and that's what makes the DS so fun. What else? Longer battery life. Screen doesn't scratch easy because you just close it and it protects the screen. Games are cartridges, not UMDs, so they load way faster. Plus, they're less fragile. I have one of my UMDs, Luminous. Look at this. See how it spins? It shouldn't do that. It should be like my Twisted Metal. See it, how it doesn't spin? I'm not making this up. See, it doesn't spin. See, I'm pushing and it won't spin. See, I hardly ever played my Luminous, and it just did that out of nowhere. And before I know it, it could just break and not read. As for cartridges, they're almost indestructible. I mean, unless you smash it with a hammer or cut in half with some stainless steel scissors, I mean, they're pretty indestructible. What else about the DS has better than the PSP? It's got a headset. You can put on a headset when you're online, especially for Pokemon. And last but not least, it's cheaper, and that's pretty important for me. So if you're gonna buy one of these, it's $120 for the old-fashioned ghetto version, like mine. But you can't get the red one anymore. You can only get the. I think you can still get the blue if you're lucky. If you still look around, you can get the old blue one for $120. The old, the original DS. If you get the DS Lite, it's $130. And if you get the new DS bundle, new DS Lite bundle that comes with Brain Age 2, then it's $150. That isn't really worth it because you can just get the DS Lite with Brain Age 2 and it'll cost the same. But the new DS Lite looks pretty cool. It's better than just plain white, and it's more amazing than just black, even though black is pretty cool. Alright, now turn that off. And now we're going to talk about the PSP. Okay, let's get started up. Alright, first of all, what the PSP has over the DS is it can play music and video. It's got an interface and theme, so you can just browse through your stuff, and it's got an actual like dashboard. It has an actual menu. What else? It's got better graphics, a memory card, which is always good. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the speakers on the PSP are louder. Whenever I'm trying to listen to music or watch a video, they're quiet. But whenever I'm playing a game, then it's amazingly loud. Alright. The memory card is always good, so if you take your game to somebody else's PSP or whatever, or if somebody else borrows that game, or if that game gets stolen, you still have that memory. So that's always good. Internet, okay. Nub stick, which is good. USB, PC hookup, that's good. It's way easier to hack and put ROM simulators on than the DS. On the DS, you have to get I think it costs like $60 to put the thing on there, and then you have to get the memory card, and it's not even supported by Nintendo, so it's just a lot of money, and it's just a lot of work. Removable battery is always good, so if it dies, just pop another one. Wider screen is always nice, especially for racing games and shooting games. You get this wide, nice display, and downloadable demos you can just download from the website. Okay, the DS, I can't really think of anything that's really bad about it, except for on the Game Boy Advance, you can't do link battles. That's like the only bad thing you can come up with. And the screen isn't all that bright, but the new DS Lite is really bright. Okay, with the PSP, what's really bad about it is the UMDs, they break, like I showed you right here. See right there, it spins. It's not supposed to do that, and I take good care of my games, believe it or not. So they do break, and you have to watch like a hawk to make sure when somebody plays your PSP, you like to put the game in there for them so they're not screwing around and messing up your game. Let's see, just gonna get it started up. Well, anyways, what else is bad? Memory cards are not cheap. They're pretty expensive. I mean, it's like $40 for a gig, and it's for some of you that you might think that's not bad. For me, I don't think it's that cheap. I mean, a 1 gig memory card for the GameCube, I think it's $20. Sure, it doesn't hold multimedia, but still, you know, I think the price should be dropped down a little bit more. The internet is a joke. You can't watch Flash videos on there. You can't go into YouTube. It's like all you're supposed to do is just read, and that's retarded. Okay, come on. Alright, the internet is supposed to be for like videos or music, and you can't do either of them. It just takes up too much memory. That's retarded. What were they thinking? Okay, what else? The battery life is just way too bad. I mean, it's like 6 hours compared to like 11 hours on the DS. And then no USB charge. However, the new PSP Slim has USB charge. And so what it comes down to is, are you a Nintendo person or are you a PSP person? Or a Nintendo or Sony person? Or do you like more Mario games? Or think about it this way: if you like racing games or sports games, go for the PSP. You'll have fun with that. Or if you like platformers, or what else? If you like puzzle games, especially puzzle games. If you like quick games that doesn't take too long to beat, pretty simple, and you can play with multiple people, that's the path towards a DS. And there's a lot of games for the DS, especially Mario Kart, New Super Mario Bros. You have Princess Peach, Advance Wars. You have all these games. On the PSP, on the other hand, there's quite a bit of good games. Twisted Metal, you got Grand Theft Auto. You have a good amount, but they don't come out quite as frequent as the DS. So my favorite is the DS. Simply that it's more of a social gaming device. If somebody is in your class, they have a DS, you can just play Tetris with them or Mario Kart. You don't need more than one cartridge. You don't need more than one game. Just one game serves 2 people. With the PSP, most games require 2 games. unless you like load it up and share the game, but that's kind of hassle.